Chinese New Year is right around the corner, and if you guys currently dropship from China or plan to, you guys should probably start preparing right now. Now, I know many people choose to shut down their stores during this time, but I'll give you guys a few different ways that you can continue bringing in revenue without having to worry. We'll talk about what it is, how to prepare your stores, and what exactly to do during that time. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Alex. I cover all things e-com here, so if you guys find any value in this video whatsoever, remember to leave a like, subscribe for more, and with that being said, let's get started. Chinese New Year is hands down one of the most important festivals, if not the most important festival in Chinese culture. This year it happens to fall on Tuesday, February 1st, 2022. It's also referred to as the Lunar New Year or the Spring Festival in case you guys hear multiple terms. Now during this time, the Chinese take at least a week off to go and spend time with their family and celebrate the Spring Festival. A lot of your suppliers might actually choose to start a week or two earlier or extend it a week or two later. Make sure to be in constant contact with them and know the exact dates to work around. During this time, shipping and production completely halts. Nobody's making your products, nobody's delivering your products in China during this time. So there is going to be a huge backlog of orders building up on all of your suppliers, nobody to ship it out, nobody to answer your customer service emails, and most of your agents will also be on the holiday as well. Now, one thing to note during this period is that many people actually go out and find better jobs and do not return to their factories. So a lot of times after the fact, they're going to be faced with severe staff shortages and trying to find new faces to work the factory. Well, it takes them a ton of time to catch up after the fact. There's quite a few ways around this so you guys don't have to worry. Now, the first thing that I personally do during this time is place an early inventory order ahead. So if you guys are ordering constantly on Alibaba, your suppliers also on there will not be shipping out during this time. So you need to make sure that you have your inventory in-house and shipped to you before this festival starts. I also use this time as a period to clear out any unwanted inventory. So if I have some products that aren't selling as well or just aren't performing as good as they used to be, I can use a bunch of like BOGOs, buy one get ones, or offer certain discounts or even giveaways or free product if you buy this. There's so many different ways that you guys can clear out unwanted inventory during this time. Make sure to take advantage of that. On top of that, you guys also want to make sure to plan out every aspect of your ads ahead of time. You want to make sure to plan out your creatives, your budget, your audience, every little thing that goes into it because it can change dramatically during this time. So for example, on my own stores, since I don't have any of my suppliers operating during this time to ship my worldwide orders, I'm personally only shipping to US and Canada. So I make sure to scale back dramatically so that my ad budget doesn't overspend in just these two countries when I'm used to targeting certain lists or worldwide and everything else, because I only scale down to shipping out to two countries. Now, obviously you guys can change this to meet the needs of your own store. Everybody's store and situation is different. So make sure you choose which countries you want to target during this time, which promotions you want to run, and what you want your ad budget to be. Another way around this is to find a supplier that has multiple warehouses in multiple countries. So I know a lot of times when you're browsing AliExpress, you'll find products with suppliers that ship out of like the US or Australia, Canada, France, really anywhere that you can find. Well, during this time, if you have a supplier that ships out of China, Europe, North America, or multiple places, you can ask them if those warehouses in other countries are going to be staffed during this time and see if they can actually continue operation. If that happens and you guys are golden, make sure to stay on top of the situation and go from there. Okay, in some very, very, very rare cases, some suppliers that have a high volume product or a high volume warehouse will actually organize a small staff to stay behind during this time and continue running the warehouse, making sure operations are going. Like I said, this is very rare. This is not something that you're gonna wanna ask your supplier to do, but sometimes your suppliers will actually let you know ahead of time that they have a small staff staying back, and they'll let you know what amount of volume they can handle during this couple of weeks. Now, during this time, you guys want to communicate possible delays with all of your customers. Make sure you set expectations up front and don't end up with any angry customers after the fact. So if you are going to experience delays during this time, make sure to tell your customers via email, social medias, a website banner, or maybe even just a shipping policy on your webpage. But make sure you get that message ahead, or make sure you get that message out ahead of time to avoid any angry customers later. Now, if you need to, if your supplier is not shipping out your orders and you're still getting orders building up during this time, you can actually tell your customers that this product is on back order and you can give them the date that they will begin shipping out again. Now, the final way to actually go around this, if you guys didn't like any of the previous methods, is to find an alternate supplier temporarily for this time. So if you guys can find a supplier that works out of a different country selling the same product as you, then make sure you order from them for the next couple of weeks. Get in contact with them, make sure they can meet your demands, make sure their product quality is there, make sure their shipping speed's there, and everything lines up right. But if you guys can find a temporary supplier during this time, then you guys are golden to continue selling and making your revenue during Chinese New Year. Those are all of the ways that you can continue running your business during the Chinese New Year. If you guys found any value in this video whatsoever, remember to leave a like and subscribe for plenty more. I have 2 ecom resources linked in the description below. Feel free to check out either of those. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.